Hello children, good morning. So today we are going to discuss a new chapter, that is chemical equations. This is chapter 2 in your physical sciences textbook. Even though it is chemistry, it is included in your physics. Okay. So, but whatever it is, we shall discuss chemical equations. It's a chemistry topic basically, it's not a physical sciences topic. If we get into this chapter, what are we going to discuss in this particular chapter? First of all, we'll get to know what exactly is chemical reaction. Chemical reaction. And next to that, we shall learn how to balance the chemical equation. The chemical reaction is represented in the form of chemical equation, and these chemical equations are subjected to balanced. Okay, they must be in a balanced state. We shall see what is balancing, how exactly we will balance. Do we put weights on one side and do we put substances on the other side? Is this the balancing are we going to do, or else some other thing? So we shall see what kind of balancing are we going to do in this particular step. After this, we are going to learn somewhat important topic which is very important in your future studies, that is mole concept. The problems based upon mole concept. This is also one of the most important topics you are going to learn in this particular chapter. What are the symbols and representations used in the chemical equations? Symbols, representations, representation symbols, which we use in chemical equations. All these things we learn in this particular chapter. But today, as this is the first session of this particular topic, we shall get introduced to this topic so that you will understand what exactly this topic is. For that, we need to know very important topic, that is chemical change and physical change. What is chemical change? What is physical change? Both of these changes will be appearing in our day-to-day lives. So what exactly is meant by chemical change? If you take a paper and you burn it off, take a paper and burning a paper, let me write some examples. Burning a paper. Second, digestion of the food material. Rusting of iron. Rusting of iron. Fourth one is, as we have discussed about burning of paper, in the fourth topic, in fourth example, I am going to say tearing the paper. Tearing the paper. Fifth one, let us, what shall we do? Yeah. Breaking a chalk piece. Breaking a piece of chalk. So these are some random examples which I have picked from our day-to-day life to say which is physical change and which is chemical change. If you see, in burning of paper, what exactly is happening? The paper no longer exists in that state. It will be turned into ash or soot when you burn it. Means it has changed the state of the original substance was changed. It's no longer a paper. But if you come here, in the case of tearing the paper, what exactly is happening? If you tear the paper, the substance is not changing, the form has changed, it has gone into two pieces, but at the same time the paper is paper itself, paper hasn't got any change in its original substance, whereas the burning of paper causes a change in the original substance. So this kind of change, if you see digestion of food material, if you take in the food will be no longer the same food which you have taken in. Chewing the food is a physical change. It means you have breaking down the pieces, food into the pieces. But digestion of food material, it's totally changing the original substance into some other substance. Same thing, the iron piece, if it gets rusted, then it changes its total original substance. If there is any change in the original substance after a process has happened, then such change is called as chemical change. In these 5 examples, the first 3 listed are chemical changes, whereas the 4th and 5th examples which I have stated over here, those are physical changes. In this particular chapter, we are not interested about this particular change. This physical change we are not interested about in this particular chapter. We are mainly focused upon these kind of changes. Those are chemical changes. What exactly are we going to learn in the continuation of these chemical changes topic? See, if this chemical change has to be said, let us say burning of paper means the paper at high temperature is reacting, the paper in high temperature in the presence of oxygen, this burning process will happen. Next, digestion of food material, conversion of the complex molecules, the starch or cellulose, whatever it is, if you have taken it in, it will be digested and converted into a simpler substance called glucose. So like this, all these examples, see, if you see rusting of iron getting reacted with air in the presence of iron getting reacted with oxygen in the presence of moisture. That is what the rusting is. Fe gets reacted with oxygen and forms Fe2O3. This is what? A rusting of iron. So all these can be stated as a statement. Iron reacting with air. Next to that, conversion of the food material, cellulose getting converted, or else starch getting converted into glucose. Here the paper, cellulose, paper is made up of cellulose, nothing but it's getting converted into ash by burning. All these processes are chemical changes. So these are represented. Always we cannot say in the form of statements. Pratsar statement Chepaleb. So there is some kind of symbolic representation for these kind of chemical changes. That symbolic representation of the chemical change is nothing but chemical equation. So here again I am saying you, the symbolic representation of a chemical change is nothing but a chemical equation. Now we are getting into detail. What are the types of these chemical changes? What are the reactions? See, all these chemical changes you can call them as chemical reactions. The process of chemical change is nothing but a chemical reaction. These chemical reactions are basically of 4 types. These chemical changes are basically 4 types. Those 4 types I am mentioning them now, and next later on by activities, step by step, we get into the deep learning of these types of chemical reactions. At first, types of chemical reactions. First it is addition reaction, or else combination reaction, you can say. Combination or addition reaction. Next, decomposition. Reaction. Third one, displacement reaction. Fourth one, it is double displacement reactions. These are the 4 types of reactions we are going to learn in the next session with the help of examples. So till then, bye bye.